nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 1447. And we got this guy back again. Hi, Asterios.
Hey, everybody. It's your occasional Monday buddy, Asterios Coconuts, back on the Drunken Peasants. Sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, oh my God, is there a video of me like 8 years younger on this show?
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely think so too, because like I looked up, I was like, I wonder when I got sued for all that nonsense. I looked it up and it was like, what? Like 2016?
Yeah.
They're like coming on the show and playing the new Animal Crossing and all that nonsense. So, I don't know. Hey, everybody, if you want to see a man age 10 years in real time, go check out some of my older episodes. But hey, it's the older version of me.
It happened to me too, because this is my 11th. This is my 11th year. So there you go.
But we expect it from the host. Like you're used to, you have a pact with, you're like, okay, the host is going to get older, whatever. Conan will no longer be a teenager. But me, I'm the guest. I'm supposed to be beautiful forever.
That's true. Maybe you got to get some work done. You want to get some Botox. You know what though? You are. I remember you mentioning you do some kind of cosmetic things, like you were into the Rogaine and that kind of. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, I dump can after can of Rogaine into my head, and it's just lottery tickets. It's like wishing well.
It doesn't work.
It's like, I mean, you know what? If there's a 1% chance it'll work, it's worth it because of all the shit I've talked about bald people. Especially one bald person. Just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah. So, but maybe someday there will be like the Ozempic for hair where like it does actually work and it does just grow your hair back and you don't have to get like a painful surgery that doesn't always work too.
Yeah, the MJF, like you know, as a Greek person, we usually don't speak fondly of our friends from Turkey, but I hear you walk in there a Chrome Dome and you walk out a Chad. You've been hearing about the Turkish hair implants?
No, is that where Elon got his? Because I remember Elon was going bald in his 20s, and now he has passable hair plugs. I'm guessing it's hair plugs, right?
You know what? I don't know the technical term, if it's hair plugs or what. I mean, but no, we've all seen that picture of Elon Musk holding like a PayPal credit card, looking like the saddest, dumpiest schlub.
In his 20s.
Look, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Although the thing is, like, the thing I don't understand is, it's like, okay, buddy, all right, I get that you have all the money in the world, so you fix your hair. It's what any of us would do. You can't hold it against him. What's with the gunt? Like, can't you afford someone to slap every single sandwich you look at crossways out of your hand? Why aren't you on super duper trooper Ozempic? Like, why does he still look like shit?
Good. He just doesn't care. Like, because he doesn't have to look good. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's just like, if there were shirtless photos of me out there that looked as bad as the Elon Musk
his
photos,
torso looks like a Cybertruck. It has like the dimensions of a Cybertruck.
Yes. I've never seen someone who just looks like a big refrigerator box.
But
like,
then,
even
meanwhile,
William, the refrigerator Perry looked nicer than him. Oh, what were you saying?
I was going to say, meanwhile, there's Bezos, who's older, and Bezos is like jacked.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at a video of Bezos from 20 years ago, he was like a nerdy guy, like a super nerdy guy. Yeah. And now he's all super jacked. He's probably on roids.
Yeah, now he's got those porno arms now. And then, what is it? And then Zuck. It's like, look, we all hate Zuck now because he said Hail Hydra, and that's fine. It's the story of our life. Remember when like Zuck was so keyed up to UFC fight Elon Musk?
Yeah.
That he was like, come to my backyard right now and I'll beat the shit out of you. It's like, what is this? Is like, I don't understand. It's like, look, I understand Elon Musk and I understand Trump. Like, they want to be loved. I don't know what Zuck wants. Like, okay, he wants to be happy. We all want to be happy, but it's like,
you know what? He wants to know. He looks like Data. He wants to know what it's truly like to be human.
Yes, he wants to know, much like Pinocchio, he wants to be a real boy.
Yeah.
It's all of these, like, this is something my fiance says about, like, all these people. Like, they just want to be able to post. Like, they can't, they're terrible, terrible posters. Like, a couple of weeks ago, Elon Musk is like, wouldn't it be hilarious if I changed my name to Kekius Maximus? And it's like, that wouldn't have even have been funny when it was relevant 6 years ago.
Yeah, when Jeff Holiday invented it.
Yes, exactly. It's like, okay, because I remember, like, at the time, 4chaners screaming about tech and the Egyptian god or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's like, not only is this, like, not funny, it's also super dated. It's like, he wants to be, like, Elon Musk is playing video games on Twitch, but he's hiring people to play games for him.
Yeah.
He's hiring people
There's
to
been
overlevel
like,
the characters.
there's been like hot e-girls that have done that because like,
Yes.
they're not good at video games, but they're nice to look at. So they just have someone who's good at games play for them. That has happened before.
And the thing is, like, it makes sense to me that an e-girl would do that because they're like, I'm creating a 100% entertaining experience. The footage is great. My tits are great. With Elon, it's like, what do you get out of going on Twitch and pretending to be good at games? Like,
it's all ego.
That's a serious question. But,
so when money is an unlimited commodity, the fragile ego is still there. That's like the one thing he can't buy is like actual respect from people.
Yes.
You know?
It's like I remember the only time I've ever respected Zuck was when he got into MMA and called out Elon Musk, who is like, I mean, that's like, that's like X-Pac calling out Butterbean. It's like Zuck is tiny compared to Elon. All Elon Musk has to do is fall down and go, oh no, and like Zuck is a pancake.
I don't know. Zuck looks like he's in good shape, and he's young. He's way younger. So,
you know what I think would really decide it, because I don't know. How tall do you think Zuck is?
Let's see. I'm looking it up right now.
Before you get the real number, what's the number in your? Because for me, I'm like, he's either 6'4" or 5'2", nothing in between.
He is something in between, but it's closer to the 5'2". It's almost like right. He's 5'7".
No,
he's actually a little shorter than me. Like, I'm not that tall, so I'm like 5'8". So
you carry yourself well. Like, he doesn't. He looks. You know what? That explains a lot. Because it's like there is that thing where shorter guys will sometimes be like, well, I can't grow height, so I'm going to become as wide and ripped as possible.
So I don't know where this info is coming from. I don't know how people could know this, but it says Zuckerberg 5'7", 155, 39 years old. Musk 6'2", 187, 52 years old. Who's got the better cardio, you know?
I mean, I don't think Musk even pretends to exercise. Which,
right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess you do have to give him credit. Like, no, I mean, look, Zuck has better cardio, but again, like, one good punch from Musk and it's lights out.
You also have to have like timing and accuracy with a good punch. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I'd like to know their reach too. Like, some people just have freakishly long arms. So I don't know. we'll never see it, so I'm frustrated now that we can't see it. Everyone, please like the stream. Give the stream a big fat like if you haven't already, and also if you want to send us your thoughts on whatever we are talking about, use the link pinned at the top of the chat. Send us your thoughts on whatever you want. Also, quick reminder, patreon.com/DP. If you sign up for the $33 level before the end of this month, I will send you one of these. It's actually a magnet. It makes it hard to see what it is. It's a magnet. It's the I am the cold magnet. It's about when I tormented Paul's ego when we were both on LSD. I just stared at him like this the whole time. And anytime he looked back at me, I'm just staring at him like I want to murder him. But I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking at him like I'm angry, like I want to kill him. And then yeah.
That's a really funny thing to do to someone who's fucked up.
The funny thing was I was on it too. But yeah. Yeah, and then I said I know all your worst fears, and he was like, "What?" Oh, he was like, "Fuck you, you don't know my worst fear." And then I just said it, and he looked at me like, "Oh my god, how did he know?"
Again, but the thing is, it's look, people will be like, "Oh, don't make fun of your friend that's high." You're enriching the experience. It's He's supposed to be on a crazy trip. A trip has to be interesting. You know what I mean? If I'm driving 4 hours, that's not a trip, it's a chore. You took this guy on a trip.
Yep. And he was looking at me one time and I was like, I am the cold, Paul. That's what I said to him. So that's the whole someone animated the story right here. This is old.
Oh, I still want to watch
it. I did too. I called Ben out on it. I was like, "Fuck you, Ben. You don't know shit. What's my worst fear?" And he just said it. Ben was just a constant presence of dread all night. Every time I looked at him, he'd be staring at me with these dying, the cold, dying, the cold, dying, the cold, staring at me with these cold, dying, the cold, dying, the cold, dying, the cold, staring at me with these cold.
Without any hesitation, no hesitation, just completely flat, emotionless voice.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's a great animation.
Yeah.
And also, I like the idea of getting a magnet because I have a lot of stickers, so a magnet sounds cool.
Yeah. This was done by Runny Lump, 9 years ago.
It still holds up.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Yeah. Let's check out the Joe Rogan stuff. Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan. I'll tell you what. I think Mel Gibson is a psycho. I have liked some of his movies, but I will not fault the man for his crazy voicemails that he left his ex-wife or whoever she was, his baby's mom or whatever. Did you ever hear those?
I have. But you know what? There's so much. It's interesting because there's so much Mel Gibson where I'm a boomer. I remember when we didn't even have the word cancel at the time. It was just oh yeah, this guy went on an insane anti-Semitic rant. So now we don't want him in movies anymore. And then enough time went by and we were now, all right, we're all bored of hating you. So now we're going to like you again. And now he's an indie movie guy. And it's just, I don't know. It's just really interesting to me that someone can come all the way back like Mel Gibson did.
I love first of all, he didn't know he was being recorded and he was arguing with his girlfriend. It was some kind of heated argument, over their kid and other stuff. Other stuff. He took issue with the way she was dressing and that certain people might want to take advantage of that. That's a very nice way of putting it.
That's what it was. Now I remember. Oh, it's even worse than that. Because look, most of what I remember about the Mel Gibson breakdown is actually, and if you want, we can watch this later, the Chevy Chase breakdown where he played a Mel Gibson type on an episode of Law and Order.
Oh, yeah? Oh, my God.
Because, they do rip from the headline. So that Mel Gibson thing happens. 3 months later, Chevy Chase is in a car screaming slurs, and like Benson and Stabler have to take him down.
All right, here it is. First, we're gonna cover. They talked about evolution, and that's one thing I wanted to do. So here's that.
So, what are your thoughts on evolution?
Wow.
His skin is like leather now.
He looks like a Muppet version of himself.
Yeah.
The Darwin thing?
Yeah.
The Darwin thing.
The Darwin thing? It's interesting that he's treating this like it's a hot button issue. Oh, I want to keep watching it. I'm wondering where he goes with this.
Well, he is super, super religious.
Oh, still?
Oh, of course. Oh, dude, his father was super religious. And that's why he is the way he is. And that's why he made Passion of the Christ. And he talks about he's going to make a resurrection movie. Because that's the sequel to the Passion of the Christ. He's going to make the resurrection. So he made a snuff film about Jesus.
Look, Jim Caviezel. I'd like to see him again.
They talk about Caviezel in this.
You know, I forgot. To me, I was like, oh, Mel Gibson's into Christianity, like Madonna was into Kabbalah for a few months. Like, I thought it was just a passing fancy. Oh, he's a hardcore Christian? Okay, I did not know that.
I don't really go for it.
No?
Yeah. Ice Age, dinosaurs, What did they turn into?
Okay.
What did they turn into? Actually, birds.
Yes, or oil. Or nothing.
Yeah.
What do you turn into
Their
when
remains.
you die?
Yeah.
Okay.
He means evolution, though. Like, what are they now? I mean, a huge chunk of them didn't make it, but yeah. What did they turn into? Like the Ice Age. There's so much evidence for the Ice Age. Like there's all sorts of topography in North America that was cut by glaciers. Yeah, like there's a lake between where I live and Seattle that was a glacial lake, and they know this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I live on Long Island, and it's like the only reason there's Long Island is that a glacier stabbed the east coast of America. But yeah, I mean, it is always funny when you hear these people where they're like, well, if I haven't seen it with my own eyes, then it's definitely false. I haven't seen an ape turn into a man. Yeah, but Jesus is completely real.
Yeah.
And God lives in the clouds, and he lives on a chair. Entire personal life? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, all right, sure, pal.
Straights everything.
Remember back in the day when Mel Gibson had an Australian accent? He lived in Australia for a really long time. Do you know how he ended up moving to Australia? His dad won a shitload of money on Jeopardy and financed a move to Australia from it.
I love it when it's like the few times. Who else? Oh fuck! Someone else did that. I forget. Like someone went on Press Your Luck, and they won a bunch of money, and they
learned the pattern.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, well, there's that guy. That guy rules. But like, I think I'll look it up later. But no, that's really cool that his dad was smart enough to win Jeopardy, especially back then Jeopardy. Because I remember when I was a kid, Jeopardy was an impossibly difficult show. So good for his dad.
So I looked it up. Mel Gibson moved to Australia when he was 12 and like went to college there and lived there until he like got into acting. So I mean, he spent most of his like formative years in Australia. It's interesting.
I thought he would. I genuinely thought he was Australian until you just told me he wasn't.
No, he was born in the U.S.
Yeah, because I mean, my Mel Gibson is Lethal Weapon 1 Mel Gibson. Like, that's kind of the only Mel Gibson I care about.
Mad Max, like the first Mad Max movie, he has a strong Australian accent in that one.
Oh, that might be why too. Because I went to it was awesome, but like we had to watch Mad Max and The Road Warrior in film school because they were just like, this is how you do it. Good luck out there, kids.
Yeah.
Have a guy named Lord Humongous with a tiny midget on him and the truck has sand in it.
Tina Turner.
There's a Thunderdome. Yeah, there's gonna be a dome. Good luck, kids.
Not the.
Was it
That's
dope?
right.
I'm like, okay, Grandpa. You know, like calling it dope.
Yeah, when someone smokes doobs.
Yeah, a doob sounds better than dope. Calling it, like, if someone calls it dope, I'm almost positive they don't smoke weed. They may have never smoked weed. Maybe once or something. I don't know.
I'll tell you what bothers me about dope. Because they'll be like, oh, dope is for dope. Don't do dope. And it's like, ha, 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 ha. But then it's like, no, sometimes these old people are talking about heroin.
Yes, dope does also mean heroin, which is crazy.
Yeah, but only to like a select few of people who think, a select group of people who thank God are about to die. And so, like, sometimes people will be like, well, I did dope in the old days. It's nothing like today's dope. And you'll be like, oh, do you want to smoke pot? And they'll be like, I'm talking about injectable heroin. Out of the needle I carried in my pocket, my fixer-upper kit.
Yeah, the same word for two very different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're kind of almost they're like the ends of the spectrum when it comes to drugs.
Even though they're classified by the government the same for now anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, that never got changed, right? Because there's like a week left in the Biden administration, and I don't think Trump's gonna do that.
No, there's nothing in it for Trump to do it, so he won't do it. Kamala, I remember when Kamala, like near the end of her campaign, was like, also I'm going to legalize weed. Well,
too little, too late.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, lady, you have to start there. Like, that's not a toss in. Like, that's not an upcharge. But right. The other day on Instagram, I got fucking served an organic ad, and it's like, hey, would you like to test your fentanyl the cool way with our cool fentanyl testing strips? And I'm like, what do you people? 99% of my time on Instagram is spent double tapping pictures of birds making funny faces. How did we get here? I'm not even like, oh, wow, look at this cool bong. Like, there's no rabbit hole to fall down. They were just like, hey, like, test. Oh, right. It was like a commercial where like a cool granny was testing Fent the cool way.
So did you buy it or what?
I was $45. So no, I mean, I can't afford that.
Then your Fent is going to be dirty. You're going to have dirty Fent.
I know. I'll take it. I want my Fent.
Dude, one time I was at a bus station because they have like park and ride bus stations around here. And I was at one waiting for the bus, and this guy who obviously he looked homeless. He came up to me and he asked me if I had a lighter. And then when I told him I didn't have that, he was like, got any Fent? And I was like, no. And I was like, no. And he was like, oh shit. And then he walked away. He walked like across the way from where the buses pull in, and he fell on top of some bushes and just like vanished.
Oh, Homer Simpson style.
Yes.
Or like when Cobra falls behind the chair.
Right.
Where it's just like, how did you do that in less than the blink of a human eye, sir?
He fell on his back and just vanished.
Yeah. And then he's like, I'll be here till Trump shows up. And then I got a surprise for him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if someone doesn't have a lighter, asking for Fent, that's like being like, hey, can I have a kiss goodnight? No. Can I have a Blumpkin? It's like, what do you mean? You're going straight to fentanyl. How about $1?
It happens to me all the time. Like, the place that happens to me the most is in Las Vegas. Like, walking down the strip, I'll have people ask, especially when weed was illegal in Vegas.
Yes.
People were always trying to buy weed from me. Like, just randomly.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe they were undercover cops. I don't know, but who knows? But yeah, anyway.
That kind of shit happens to me too, where like people will just generally be like, this guy looks like he has weed or wants weed. And they're right every time. They got you don't want to.
Or
I mean, that's the
my
thing.
ancestors.
Ultimately, it's that he doesn't want to.
Asterios, I think your mic might need to be a little further away. Okay. Yeah. It was better like that.
No. You know what? Thank you for telling me. I'm gonna try like this and just kind of see what happens. But like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, he doesn't want to believe in evolution. Like that's why. Like that's the problem. He thinks if he believes in evolution, then he's giving up or he's giving in to the left or the PC or whatever. So like that's why he's like not convinced on this. Like he'll never be convinced on this. What's in it for him? He has like I suppose he has 30 years of being like a religious nut. I didn't know about that. What are you gonna do? Like, what's in it for him to suddenly believe in evolution? Like, if Charles Darwin like came back from the dead and was like, I'm gonna take you back in time and we're gonna see a bunch of animals, and I'm gonna take you further back in time and we're gonna see the weird fucked up animals that led to those animals. Like, he gets out of the time machine and he's like, yeah, that was all great, but like there's literally nothing. There's nothing in it for him. He only loses if he agrees about evolution. Like what do you think? What do you think?
People like him that are so religious, they start with the conclusion and then try to lead there instead of like following the clues to the conclusion. So his conclusion is, and he says how old he thinks the Earth is or whatever. I think he says like 8,000 years or something like that. Yeah. And that kind of fits canonically with the Bible and how it, like the age of the Earth is only thousands, not even 10,000 probably, you know? Yes. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's starting with the conclusion. Like, he probably thinks a gorilla is a monkey. He's not well educated in the ways of science. I don't know why you'd ask Mel Gibson what he thinks about science in general, but this is what you get. Maybe Joe Rogan wanted to hear this kind of shit. I don't know.
This is the longest I've ever watched Joe Rogan. He's very docile. He's like Snorlax. Is he always like this, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he just kind of sits back. He doesn't normally push back. Sometimes, very rarely, you know. He just kind of like lets them talk. He just talks to them and doesn't do that much pushback, I would say. Yeah.
The Art Bell thing that you said before is what I always assumed, where he was like just a sounding board for crazy people.
One of
you know what I mean?
One of my former co-hosts on this show was on Joe Rogan twice, and I don't think those episodes are around anymore because I think somebody said the N-word in them. Like there was like a scandal with Joe Rogan saying the N-word over the years on his show, and it was like at the time. It was like, it was okay if you were like quoting someone or like saying it in context, you know, but we reached a time where that was frowned upon, and someone put out a Joe Rogan like N-word compilation where it was just him saying the N-word like multiple times over and over and over again, you know, like edited to just like back to back to back to back to back. And then at the end, there's at the very end, there's a part where he's just like sitting there silent, and then he says the N-word, and then all of those episodes I think those episodes got taken down, but yeah.
I think they did too, because I remember this was right around the time that he struck that first big Spotify deal, and so he made a little video where he was like, I don't know if he said I'm sorry or not, but he made a little explainer video.
Yes, he did. And he was like, yeah, it looks bad when you watch that video. So yeah. But yeah, that's why I think the episodes with TJ they're no longer out there that I'm aware of.
No, I mean, I certainly bet they're gone. I bet they're not available on Spotify. It's weird because I always think about 30 Rock. It's like
someone said one of the episodes is still up. Okay, one of them is still up. So yeah,
like with 30 Rock, it's like I was there. Like I was there for the first episode. I was there for the last episode, and now I'm there for like the we all like quoting 30 Rock on Twitter, kind of Simpsonization of like the memification of 30 Rock. And it's like in the 6 years 30 Rock was on, it was okay for a white person to dress in blackface if they were satirizing like old blackface, whatever. And now it's like there are episodes of 30 Rock that are not on Peacock or Hulu. It's like they're just gone.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like with that one episode, what happened with TJ, where it's just like, hey, everyone thinks this is more trouble than it's worth to be publicly available.
In glaciers? Did he just call glaciers icebergs?
Yeah, he's talking about
the icebergs.
And he's talking about water overflowing as if we're leaving the tap on in the tub. This is how this guy approaches science.
Wow.
Okay, whatever.
The icebergs. I mean, he didn't have to be smart to make a career, you know?
No.
He just had to memorize lines and look pretty when he was younger.
He's fantastic at those things. Look, I'm sure I know he does like indie movies now. I'm sure he's great in whatever indie movies he's in. Like, I still remember him, I still remember how funny it was, like, in Payback. Oh, no, it wasn't Payback. It was maybe it was Payback. It was Payback, not Ransom. In Payback, where he's like, I want $52,000, and they're like, I'll give you $1 million. Please don't kill me. And he's like, I'm owed $52,000. I want $52,000. It's about the principle of the thing to the Payback guy. The Ransom guy going on Good Day New York and being like, oh, you got my kid, huh? I got $1 million. But it's $1 million for your fucking heads. Like, I don't care if my kid dies as long as I get revenge on you. It's like pretty badass, Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Well, the phone calls, the phone call recordings, where she's like, "Why are you so mean to me?" And he's like, "You should be sucking my dick." And he had like that kind of, I've got just about enough energy to come down there. Yeah.
Yes. No, I remember. And you know what? Joey Janela just said that about Ric Flair a couple of months ago. Because, like, there was that tape of Ric Flair, like, yelling at a guy in a Florida restaurant. And Joey Janela was like, the guy can still cut an entertaining promo. I couldn't turn it off.
Yeah, I remember that
I'm
one.
listening to all 7 minutes.
They were cutting him off and kicking him out.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's like, I couldn't change the channel. You know, it's like how many times I watch wrestling, I can't pay attention. Ric Flair yelling at a random Florida guy. I'm like, you got me on the edge of my seat.
Doing something, trying to breastfeed fucking foreign bodies in you.
So,
was that it?
Foreign
It
bodies.
has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it had nothing to do with what? The fact that you had foreign bodies in there?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, good. So you're not lying to me about fake tits.
I've never have.
Yes. Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You fucking lied to me before.
What? I didn't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I never lied about this.
Not a lie, who cares? So, they look ridiculous. Get rid of them, why don't you? Anyway, you know.
That's none of your fucking business what they
It is. They look stupid. I'm just telling you. It's just an appraisal. Keep them if you want. Look stupid. See if I give a fuck. You know, but they're too big and they look stupid. They look like some Vegas bitch. They look like a Vegas whore. And you go...
He's talking about her fake tits.
Now, again, Ben is right. You got to admit, this is an incredibly good line.
Yes.
Like, you feel his disgust in his soul. He's complaining about his hot model's big boobs.
Yep.
Mel, what's wrong with? Just dump her, I guess, if you're not interested in her anymore. But like, you know, generally speaking, we like hot models with big boobs in this country. You're gonna have trouble convincing me that you're right and she's wrong.
Around, sashaying around in your tight clothes and stuff. I won't stand for that anymore.
I don't walk around. I don't walk.
To be that.
I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
You go out in public and it's a fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggas, because you provoked it, you are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs you feel you have to show off in tight outfits. closets and tight pants and stuff. You see your pussy from behind. And that's green today.
Pause it.
That's provocative.
This is... Look. I understand. Look, I know a crazy person can have those opinions. You're the ass guy. Like, what have I been talking about all show? You're the hot, naked ass guy. We still, like, that was your...
Oh, he got paid big bucks to do that, though. This bitch was doing it for free.
Well, okay. I mean, I suppose I could get into the finer parts of brand building and why a model might want to look good all the time on camera. But, like, still, I've seen your whole ass. Why are you talking about this lady food?
I just want to play a couple more seconds of this before we go back to the Rogan stuff.
I want to hear it all.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay?
Okay.
Stay in the fucking house. I'm not giving it to you, but I'll let you stay there. Okay? And I will take care of my child, but I don't want you anymore.
Oh, shit.
That's okay.
Yes.
Stay on this phone and don't hang up on me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there. You understand me? And I will. So just fucking listen to me. Listen to my fucking ranting. Listen to what you do to me.
I didn't do anything
What are you going to
to
do when
you.
you get there?
What? What'd you say?
What are you going to do when you get there? What are you going to do when you get there, Mel?
Oh, you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Oh, my God.
You are ruining my life.
You make my life so fucking difficult.
Well, you know what?
Who will be a woman that fucking supports me instead of a woman that sucks off me and just fucking sucks me dry and wants. Yield to this relationship if you're a good woman and you love me. I don't believe you anymore.
What did you just
Sick
say?
of your bullshit. Has any relationship ever worked with you? No!
Listen to me.
Oh, my God.
You don't love me because somebody who loves does not behave this way. I do not.
I
Hang
know
on a
I'm
second.
behaving like this because I know absolutely
One second.
that you do not love me and you treat
One
me with no
second,
consideration.
please. Can I
I
please
love you
speak?
because I treated you with every kindness,
No.
every consideration. You
No.
rejected. You
I'm
will
sorry.
never be happy. Fuck you. Get the fuck away from me. But my daughter is important. All right?
My daughter isn't. Yeah, they have a kid together.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the mother of his kids like this?
One of his kids, at least.
Jesus. I mean, look, the one's plenty. Oh, my God. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like, I don't know, she was some 22-year-old model they were just dating. Oh, that's terrible. I'd love to hear more.
Okay, just a little more. It's intoxicating. Like, I can't stop.
You have one more chance. And I mean it. Now fucking go if you want. But I will give you one more chance. You make me want to smoke. You fucked my day up. You care about yourself.
You're so
when I am being
selfish.
so fucking good to you. You fucking
I
crazy
didn't
drunk.
do anything. I did not do anything. This is your selfish imagination. That's all.
You should just fucking smile and blow me. Because I deserve
Oh. My
I'm
God.
sleeping with a baby. I'm waking up every 2 hours. I fell asleep because I was waiting for you because you weren't ready to go to jacuzzi as we agreed.
Go to jacuzzi. They go to jacuzzi.
Fuck you.
They have, yeah.
Nothing. You agreed. You just fucking expect shit. Go to the goddamn jacuzzi yourself. Go to fuck the fucking jacuzzi. It's a sin.
I was
you
just.
have no fucking soul.
I didn't blame you for
And my
anything.
soul is screaming because
I
you
was
don't
just
have
waiting
one
and
to join
sleeping.
mine. You have no fucking soul. You can't give a fuck. I left my wife because we had no spiritual common ground. You and I have none. Zero. You won't even fucking try.
He's
out of.
He's hyperventilating. Spiritual common ground.
Well, I mean, look, that's fucking. That's easily ignorable nonsense. The idea, like the idea of spiritual common ground, and of course, by spiritual common ground, I mean you listening to everything I say, doing everything I want, and reading my mind. But like, yo, I'm not in shape. I would not get this winded on a phone call.
He's hyperventilating.
This. It sounds just like the call from. It sounds just like the tape from Ransom, where he's just like, "If you touch one hair on my daughter and you don't rip those ridiculous tits out, and
yeah, you should smile and blow me."
And then look, here's her response to that. She's like, I tried to go to the jacuzzi. We had a blowjob appointment at the jacuzzi.
in the jacuzzi.
And then like when she says like I was gonna meet you at the jacuzzi, that means for suck a dick. Like, and then he gets angry and he's like, go to the jacuzzi by yourself. It's like, do you want this blowjob or not?
You just enjoy insulting me. That's all.
Fuck you! I so fucking do because you hurt me so bad.
I didn't do anything. I did not do anything, and I apologize for nothing. I did not do anything, and I apologize for nothing.
Okay, I want to say one more thing about this tape. When I was, because I haven't thought about this since for 20 years. I remember when I was young, listening to it and being like, oh, she's kind of egging him on, and she's like laying all these traps, and she's like drawing it out of him. And now that I'm an adult, it's like, if you just turn on the phone, if you just turn on a microphone in front of this guy, eventually he will start screaming all of this.
He's like, holding it back here.
Yes, look at how hard he's working not to call like Joe Rogan a ridiculous slut. Like a big slutty slut with his big old pecs out like a big slut.
They look ridiculous.
You're looking sad. You look like a big thumb. You look like one of the Goombas from the Mario Brothers movie. And not the good one, the indie one from the 90s. The steampunk one.
It's not.
Like, what the fuck?
Did you hear that?
I mean, he's linking them. I mean, the inauguration happens every 4 years. I don't know. That's just
It's like he was trying to say these viruses or illnesses just happen to pop up around major political events.
No, they're happening constantly.
Yeah.
It's like my whole life I've heard of the blank flu. Like when I was a kid, mad cow disease.
Yep.
The swine flu,
flu.
H1N1, B1. I remember the Zika virus because I remember I had to go to Brazil to make a commercial. And I remember being like, I have to get this fucking Zika virus shot because like one bad mosquito and you're infertile. And it's like, well, I'd like to have the option to have kids.
There's the norovirus was I think it happened like in the 50s or 60s. And so new viruses are popping up. There's actually a lot of people are getting the norovirus this winter for some reason. Like there's higher cases than usual this winter. So
I haven't heard the phrase norovirus in forever. I hear that obviously there's because like of anti-vax, like again, like right now what Joe Rogan's engaging in is vaccine skepticism. Let's say he's even right about like some of the things he's saying. Like let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, now people aren't getting polio vaccines anymore because they're like all signs bad, all needles bad. Like I don't know what's in the needle, so it must be a poison. And it's like, yeah, these kids are gonna fucking suffer. These kids are gonna grow up with like backwards knees and like fucking arms with 8 fucking connector joints. They're gonna look like a bunch. These kids are gonna have like bones like erector sets.
See right here.
Yeah, what's this?
Why
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the norovirus. For some reason, there's like I don't know if it's a strain of the virus that's more contagious or what it is, but there's a higher level of outbreaks this winter than there's been in a while. I learned recently how norovirus got its name. There's a town in Ohio called Norwalk, Ohio, and that's where like the first big outbreak of it was. I had no idea.
Again, I haven't thought about the neuroreversion in a long time, but it does look like if I ground it up into a pipe and smoked it, it would get me pretty fucked up. That was a beautiful looking virus.
And, oh, look at
They didn't have enough monoclonal buddy. Don't act like you knew what monoclonal antibodies were before this happened. I sure didn't. They didn't have enough. Trump was apparently like the 10th person on earth to get monoclonal antibodies. It wasn't like we had jars of them everywhere. And then one day the insurance companies took them away. Weird.
Yeah, I think Rogan was kind of pushed right in many ways because he was vaccine skeptical. I don't know, like,
yes.
But what happened was, you know, he got kind of publicly reamed for it. And I think when that happened, he kind of like, because he was like a Bernie supporter and shit back in the day. Yeah. So he went from that, and then he moved to Texas and started hanging out with, you know, a lot of people there and Trump adjacent people. And then he finally had Trump on the show and everything. And then he supported Trump. So he went from Bernie to Trump, you know?
Yeah. But that's, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think part of it, sometimes I think if they hadn't have gone so hard on him, maybe that wouldn't have happened, but I don't know. I don't think it convinced him that he was wrong about it, you know?
That is exactly, I was thinking about this earlier today, you know, because I'm always thinking about like it's like how does a liberal convince someone that they're right? But it's like, no, I'm sure that, because I remember it all happening with Rogan. Like, yeah, look, people were like, we can make a lot of money and get a lot of attention on like ripping apart anything this guy says. And yeah, I remember when he was a Bernie bro. If you're a comedian, like, okay, you're inherently a contrarian if you're a comedian. It's the same thing with a wrestler. Wrestlers are inherently contrarians. Why would you throw yourself at the ground for a hot dog and a handshake? Like, why would you get up on stage and try to make a bunch of strangers like you? It's a weird thing to do. But then it's like, well, if you tell a comedian they're wrong, or if you tell a comedian they're bad, they're just going to do the opposite out of spite. And like, it's absolutely no surprise that he's so in the tank for Trump, because like friends probably like stopped texting him back. People probably started ghosting him. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so like, you know,
and he
like
left.
A bunch of like yeah, well, of
well,
course he did.
He used to run
Texas.
He used to run his new material at the Comedy Store, and he liked being able to just go there and you know, get on stage whenever he wanted to, and then they closed that down. And so he had the itch of like he couldn't do stand up anymore, you know. So I think yeah.
No, I mean, it's what happens. It's like it's a spiral. And like it is, because everyone's always like, oh, when this guy was 17, he was like the liberalist guy ever, and now he's like an alt-right chud. Like, how did this happen? And it's like, well, it happens because these people start. It's like, you know, you tell someone they're wrong. Well, their first reaction is going to be, no, I'm not. Especially like someone with an ego, like a comedian, or someone in need of approval, like a comedian. It's like, why does a wrestler risk like being paralyzed every day to get the cheers? They need the applause.
The cheers
like,
or the jeers. The jeers are just as good.
Yes.
For some.
I mean, to some, but to us, we know those are the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the reaction.
I do want to say though, like Joe Rogan, he comped us like it wasn't front row. It was like second row center to one of his shows one time. So he did some cool stuff, like because TJ knew him, like we got to go to his show for free and hang out and everything. It was pretty cool, you know. He followed DP on Twitter, like till this day he follows DP on Twitter from like back in the day. So, but obviously I don't agree with all his a lot of his newer views that or maybe they're not new. Maybe he just decided he can talk about them now. I don't know.
No, they're absolutely new reviews. But it's like, I think that the left does this thing where they're like, it's like everybody wants to be more morally superior. Everybody loves having like a target to beat up on. And so like this guy was a liberal forever, and then slowly but surely like more and more liberals either started ghosting him, telling him he was a bad person, screaming at him. And it's like, well, yeah, of course he's going to run into the arms of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. These guys have big smiles, and they tell you that if you say what they say, they're going to tell you they love you. Like, it's not hard to get the approval of a Donald Trump or an Elon Musk. Liberals like really, really, really enjoy ripping something apart. And obviously conservatives do too. Like, conservatives are blaming the wildfires on the fact that the fire chief is a lesbian, which is insane. It's like, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, lesbians love fire. Oh, they're huge. We all know that trope of lesbians being arsonist firebugs. But I mean, it's sad. At the end of the day, it's sad when I think of Joe Rogan. Like, I think of a guy who wanted to be liked, and then so he's kind of out of options. Like, now these are the last people that like him. And by the last people, I mean more than half of America. He has the most popular podcast in the world. But
oh yeah, that Spotify deal, like, he's just set, going forward. Yes. That's he made so much money off of that.
Evil's real. It's real.
He had to build his own comedy club.
The mothership.
To feel comfortable. Yeah, and it's just like, well, isn't the point of comedy that, like, you can walk into any room and get them on your side?
I mean, like I knew someone that
safe space.
I know someone that built his own comedy club. I know another person that did that. If you know who Steve Hofstetter is.
Well, I know that name for some reason.
He's a comic, and he's like a really tall guy. Like, he's a super tall red-haired guy that wears glasses.
Yeah.
Very progressive as far as politics.
Yeah.
And he built he bought like a comedy club in Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah.
Or opened one. Dave Chappelle's opening one in the town that he lives in. Oh God, what's it called? Yellow Springs? Something like that.
Yeah. That mountain town.
No, it's not a mountain town. It's in Ohio.
Oh, I thought he lived on the farm or something. Like, I thought
he lives near Dayton.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
But look, there's a difference between a comedian buying a comedy club to support the local scene and someone making like Joe Rogan specifically made his comedy space where he was like, there's nowhere people can go and just say the worst things ever. I'm going to create like a space. Like, he literally created a safe space for his buddies to be able to, like, all he wants is a room full of people that are going to laugh at anything he says. And by the way, that's also all I want. I can't blame the guy. I want everyone's approval. I'm a comedian, but I just think it's kind of sad that he had to build a little safe space for himself. But do you just, like, if you think it's something, I mean, I want to hear.
I've never been there. I don't know anything about it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, then take the profit incentive out of the healthcare system. Okay, sure. You call up your buddy Donald Trump and tell him that we want Medicare for all. Like, if profit is the problem, we have a solution, and it's universal healthcare, and it's Medicare for all. It's not bitching to your other rich friend, like, who's one of his 14 houses burnt down, and that made a nice anecdote.
And he's like, oh, well, like, most people be freaking out if their house is burning down,
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, he's like, which one?
Things
house number 7. I'll miss it.
That do cure you are not promoted because they're not profitable. That they can't control it.
The biggest podcast in the world. Joe, you're the media now. You have the biggest podcast in the world. These they that you're talking about, congratulations. You've successfully beaten newspapers to death.
Yeah.
Now's your time, Joe. Start telling us about all these cool ways to live forever. Like, half of America will believe whatever you're about to say, Joe. Do it.
Damn, Mel Gibson, $425 million estimated net worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I mean,
he can buy a new house easily.
Yes, that's the because I think Passion of the Christ, it was self-funded, meaning he gets all the royalties for it forever.
They talk about that too.
Box office hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a hit because of all the Christians in America that like filled buses and like filled up movie theaters going to see it. Yeah.
They don't have a patent on it.
Or did he have something that people wanted to see?
Yeah,
it's
mega churches full of people bust themselves to movies. To the park, like early in the morning during the summer, there's a bunch of people doing Tai Chi. It's like 48% Asian, the town I live in. I don't live in Seattle, but they just built the largest Asian supermarket in North America here.
Yeah. Is it an H Mart or is it something
different?
It's
TNT. We have H Marts, but it's called TNT Supermarket. It started in the original one was in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we just got a location here, and it is insanely huge. And I couldn't believe they had like live eels and stuff. Like like the seafood they had is just insane there.
I love those giant Asian supermarkets where they're like, and then also there's a food court inside. I love it when you walk
They have
into a
one.
supermarket
Dude, they
and
have
yeah.
Dude, they have like the Peking duck, you know? They sell whole deep fried chickens. Like they batter and deep fry an entire chicken and sell it like a whole chicken. But yeah, they have like, stir fry and soup. Dude, I'll show. Hold on. We got to get through this and then I'll show you something.
Yeah.
It keeps people young and healthy. They do it in China. You see groups of people out in Asia sort of out there in groups doing it all in unison.
Out there in Asia.
The Asiatics.
The country of Asia.
Yeah.
It's a very epicanthic thing to do.
Ho 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 ho
Okay.
ho. Crazy rich white man very stupid. His own racism make him think that Chinese janitor is master karate doctor. Doesn't even know that karate is Japanese.
Exactly.
Ho 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 ho. Korean fried chicken is the best.
Korean fried chicken is better than Southern fried. I do have love for Southern fried, but Korean fried chicken, they kind of like mastered it.
They figured it out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was American servicemen like stationed in Korea that brought fried chicken there, but the Koreans just made it amazing. Have you had the like Korean corn dogs? You ever had those?
I did. A Korean, before I moved out of New York City, a Korean corn doggery just opened up, and they were like, and all the corn dogs were different K-pop stars. It was like you could have the
I don't know any of the names. I don't know anything about.
Yeah, I don't know any of the names either. But no, I mean they looked delicious. I heard those are like a big thing on TikTok. The Korean corn dogs.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere here. Like there's multiple places around here. So we've basically covered most of the Mel Gibson shit. Here, I'll show you this, dude. This was the opening of this place.
Oh, is he?
They had like dragon dances at the opening.
My grandpa did that. He was the head dragon.
Yeah, they do. They have a big Lunar New Year celebration here every year, and they do this, and they light off fireworks. And all the restaurants in Chinatown do like $5 plates.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can kind of do like a food crawl. But yeah, they do this. Dude, the line was insane. This line lasted for like a month. Like I went there like a week after it opened, and there was still a line. And I was like, what the hell? I want to show. All right. Dude, when you first go in, all you can smell is durian. It is like the stinkiest smell. Where's the food court? Oh, yeah, see? Here's the fish tanks. They have live eels. See the eels swimming around? Fresh so cool. Oysters and all this shit. I couldn't like kill an eel. I'm weird about that. Like I'll eat meat, but I can't kill it. I don't know.
No, I can't kill
I couldn't even drop a
I'll
lobster in like
definitely eat
boiling water or anything like that. Like I cannot do that.
No, me neither.
Yeah. Look at all the fish. See, these fish are already dead, so I could fuck with that. Look at the scallops.
Oh, those are huge scallops.
Yes.
I like how many different scallops they have too.
Yes. I saw octopus flavored Lay's potato chips there. They have all kinds of crazy. Yeah.
Takoyaki flavored chips. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So look, they didn't have this when I went there today, but they had like live music there. Kind of interesting.
There's a big mascot.
This used to be a big Walmart, and now it's all just Asian food.
That's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Asian supermarkets. Everything there is so cheap. It's just fun to explore and buy a thing and be like, I don't even know what this is. Let's see what this tastes like. Like, it's cool that you're also into Asian supermarkets. I'm very much into them.
See, like, here's the Lay's, like, cans of chips and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pringles.
Look, you can hear they're playing drums.
Yeah.
You can hear the drums from the Pringles.
It was a big celebration. I want to show you. I love how all the hair dye is all just like Asian women hair dye. Yeah.
Yes. And then whenever my fiance takes me to like an Asian beauty supply store, she's always like, and this is the skin whitening section where you can bleach your skin to look whiter.
In Korea, that's a big thing.
Yeah, it's like, guys, don't do that to you. Leave your skin alone. You look beautiful. Be nice to yourself.
I'm trying to skip because I want to show you the buffet area before we move on to something else.
Yeah.
It's so huge.
I always love that. I love the big buffets at these places where you can get udon or ramen or sushi or whatever.
Yes.
I mean,
giant things of sushi.
Cool.
Here it is over here.
I imagine like a whole chicken fried like turkey style. That's pretty cool.
This was opening day, so
out of here, guys. Yeah, good luck in line, kids.
Yeah. There's an area where you can self-checkout, and they have an area to sit down and eat food. Yeah, this is like stir-fry. Like, there's steamed rice in these little bowls here, but then you just fill it up, and you weigh it when you do the self-checkout, and they charge you based on how much it weighs.
It's everything I like about Whole Foods without the Whole Foods, which I love. I like everything about Whole Foods except the fact that I'm there. Except that I'm around other people like me who I also hate. This is great.
Yeah.
I want all this fucking food.
Yep.
Oh,
here's the soup.
I just want to let you know, I'm probably gonna have to hop off in about 10 minutes and take care of the family stuff.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh my god.
See, here's all the sushi.
I was prepared that morning. I would be here every fucking day. I would just bring my laptop and just camp here. Oh, yeah. Oh, platters.
Yeah, the like big boat platter and shit. Yeah. They've got like pre-poured like boba teas for like grab and go. Yeah.
Wow, you don't even have to wait for them to seal the thing with that film on top. Just get your
It's already there. And then you get your pokey straw on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. That thing.
But yeah, look at the buns. See, this is the food that they're cooking fresh, like the big buns and the dumplings and all that shit. And then they have like fried stuff, egg rolls and spring rolls and.
What's the thing with the dumplings where they serve you little trays of it a little bit at a time?
Dim sum.
Yeah, that looks like huge dim sum.
Yeah, they have some of that.
Great.
This is where they have the fried chicken over here too, and the barbecue, like barbecue duck and barbecue chicken. You can get hot pots.
They spelled the word street wrong, but that's okay. They'll fix it.
Yeah, see, they're cutting up the barbecue there.
I love chow shu pork.
Yeah, here's like a whole barbecue duck or a whole, yeah.
I'm trying to lose weight for this wedding, and this is so.
Anyway.
Oh my god, this is so great.
Yeah. So, I'm probably gonna keep streaming and play other stuff.
Of course.
But if you need to go, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, kids. I'm on family duty. I'm monitoring some relatives. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This is, again, listeners. You just heard someone listen to the. Look, this is my takeaway for Joe Rogan. God damn, that was a lot more entertaining than a fucking lecture from a liberal. Like, I heard about like a karate master who could zap you, and I'm hearing about a dye you can drink, and I'm hearing this, and I'm hearing. It's like, I mean, I get it. If even half of Joe Rogan is just idiot stoners bullshitting, what's the difference between that show and this show? Right?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on. And Ben, I'll see you next month. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And everybody check out The Loudest Podcast.
Loudest Podcast. Yeah, go to my Instagram. Like, I just had a viral hit on Instagram. It's the first time I've gone viral in like 15 years.
You got Instagram AIDS?
Yes. It's incredible. I'll take it. I'll contract whatever they got. Like, so you go check out my Instagram. I got some funny stuff up on Reels. All right, talk to you guys later.
All right, good night.
Peace.
All right, we're going to keep going for a little bit. We didn't get to Cobra yet, but I don't know if we'll do it. Well, maybe I'll do that next, and then do the Shanny stuff. I'm going to switch views here. I haven't mentioned this yet, but if you want to help us out with the, or maybe I mentioned it right at the beginning. If you want to help us out with the goal here, please use the link pinned in the top of the chat. Send me a couple bucks and a nice message. And we're going to check out Cobra. We'll do the Cobra stuff. Here it is.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up. It's amazing. Stand up. It's amazing. Stand up.
All right. Here's Cobra's latest beer review.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Is it a Samuel Smith's?
Back at it with another video. We got a beer.
Yep, Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale, and I've had that many times.
This is Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. I've had their oatmeal. My favorite one so far that I've tried is their chocolates. But when I went to go order some, they were out. So they gave it's either this one or the oatmeal. And I've already had the oatmeal one pretty good. I'll crack this open and I'll give you the official review. Now, Samuel Smith makes really good beer, by the way. And they're made in jolly old England. So, of course, that made me spurg a little bit. Because I absolutely love British culture. But that's neither here nor there. Pop it open just like that. And be careful opening these because you can break the glass on it, but look at that, no break, so we're good.
All right, what do you think, Cobra?
It's got the taste of like brown sugar, kind of.
I do like the Samuel Smith's
There's a
Nut
nutty
Brown.
taste to it. That is actually really good.
Someone was in the chat earlier saying that Jessica's going back to Casper right now. I don't know if that's true. I do notice there's not a stream going on right now. She did recently get a haircut, and that kind of shit too. So
It's
I
ice
don't
cold
know.
too.
I hope not.
Fridge, 1 second. I dropped a brand new t-shirt on my customizedgirl.com store. It's the My Trolls Are Gay for Sasha t-shirt. Check that out. For those of you who don't know, my buddy Alex is transitioning into a female. And they go by Sasha now.
Mm-hmm.
And I get so much crap for being their friend. If I wasn't friends with Sasha, I'd be called a transphobe. So it is what it is. And my trolls will sit there and text me the nastiest things about Sasha and what they think we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh, people are trolling him, saying they're like doing gay stuff together, right?
Oh, my trolls need to get a life. Got a Swisher Sweet. Let's fire it up, man.
Oh, her last stream ended 6 hours ago? Okay, yeah. People are just trying to start rumors then. Hopefully she never goes back out there again.
Now, I did run the design by Sasha before posting it, and Sasha's cool with it, so there you go.
Oh, Swells is back, gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Swells. I appreciate it. Looks like Ron got one, Danielle, Rick, Jasper, T.O. Y'all got gifted memberships. Oh, shit. Is it going to do the crazy laugh shit? It might. It might do it 5 times.
I did post a link to my new...
I'm going to skip to kind of like get through these a little quicker. I do love it though. It's so crazy. All right. It's probably going to play another one in a second here.
New t-shirt on my YouTube community page. Check that out.
Swell Shank the man.
It's going to make my trolls so fucking mad. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, here it comes.
You know, one of my friends killed themselves, and my trolls are giving me shit about it. And I'm like, seriously, these people...
That's fucked up.
People need fucking help. Anymore, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And do these people have a life? And the answer is, no, they don't. I feel sorry for my YouTube trolls. Cheers.
Cheers, Cobra.
Then again, my trolls are fucking major league assholes, and they'll do anything they can to fucking bully me or pick on me, you know? They bully me for hating sickos. They bully me for being one of Ozzy Osbourne's biggest fans. They bully me for anything they can think of, and it's kind of sad.
Oh, God, gotta skip it. Gotta skip it.
There is a tasty, tasty Swisher Sweets.
Man, I haven't had a Swisher Sweet since I was like
But check
in my
out the
20s.
new shirts. I'll put it in the comment section too if you don't want to go looking.
I did smoke. I have smoked Swishers before, packed with weed a lot of times too. All right, so there's the first Cobra video. Here's the second.
Got the goods from Hamburger Stand. What up, YouTubes? What did I order? So I ordered a bacon. What the fuck is this? I got a chicken sandwich with everything on it, grilled onions, bacon, and American cheese added to it.
Is it a fried chicken sandwich?
Then a bacon ranch fried burrito. Okay, let's see what we got. Napkins. Ordered a chicken sandwich and a bacon ranch chili fried burrito. This is a chili cheese burrito with bacon, ranch, and french fries.
I got a package in the mail from Schedule 35, and I'm gonna film a video opening it up. I'm not even sure what's gonna be in it. Thank you, ya mum. Looks like actual Cajo got your gifted membership. Thank you.
Nice.
There it is. I shortened the duration of this. So there, that's way shorter. I shortened the time by a lot.
Right here from Hamburger Stand. If you like the food reviews, subscribe for more.
Schedule 35. It's a company that produces psilocybin products that I've been using and telling people about for years now. Like, here's one of them. It's called, see, this one's called Superdose. And it has 4 capsules that are 500 milligrams each. They noticed I was generating a lot of traffic by people watching the show and using my my code to buy stuff and get a discount and everything. So they decided to send me some stuff. This one's interesting because they're not just shrooms. They're so there's 100 milligrams, or no. Actually, this is a light dose. There's 50 milligrams of shrooms in it, and then there's some ginseng, bee pollen, and spirulina, which I'm not even sure what that is. So they have like blends, like herbal blends too. These are capsules that you take like pills.
Take a look at our chicken sandwich here.
There are
microdoses.
microdoses.
Comes with lettuce and tomatoes, and I had them add grilled onions to it, which they did, and some bacon, which they also did. It's also got mayonnaise. I added cheese to it as well.
I got all of that shit for free because other people used my link to sign up. And then they sent me a new... That's not the package they sent me. That's what I got from, like, the free, like, store points from, like, the past 2 years of people using my code on their website. And then they just sent me, like, a gift pack, too.
Look at that chicken sandwich. What do you people think?
And I'm going to have a new code that can be reused because the other code that I was using is only for one use to get a discount, and I have a new code now. I think it's 20. It's either 15 or 20% off. I'll have to look.
Let's try a bite.
I can't remember who it was. Someone in the chat said it helped them quit drinking. Like they started getting Schedule 35 and just like dosing, like microdosing. It helped them give up drinking, which is an interesting story. Check out that cross section.
Nice and juicy. It's got a crispiness to it.
Oh, damn. Spirulina is blue algae and it's rich in vitamins and minerals. That's cool to know. Thank you, Leah. Yeah, they do these, like, they call them tonics, but they're pills with different ingredients, like a little bit of shroom, like a little bit of psilocybin shrooms, and then some other stuff mixed in.
That's a good chicken sandwich. I fuck with that.
It's schedule35.co.
Nice job handling it, Stan. I got my napkin. I'll wipe my face off. The chicken sandwich is tasty, man. It's got a nice, juicy, crispy taste to it.
They also make chocolates and tea, but that's a little more
We're here to
pricey.
try this other item, too. A chili cheese burrito with bacon, ranch, and french fries.
Let me see. Can I grab that?
I didn't
code?
customize this. They didn't give me the option to do it, so it's just as is. Got chili, cheese, bacon, and ranch. Look at all that chili in there. That look good or what? All right, YouTube. That burrito, it good. I fuck with hamburger stand because they are delicious. And as far as fast food goes, they're relatively cheap. And for cheap fast food, it swings, man. Check out the items. I'll catch you later.
So I believe this works in Canada also. So the US and Canada. There's the link, and then my code at checkout for 15% off is peasants, PEASANTS. You can get it that way. It's 15% off. Now we're gonna check out Shanny. I'm addicted to the new Shanny song. I don't know. I was listening to it while I was setting up the stream. Do you guys know that one? The one about Rev wiping Shanny's ass? I'm a big fan. It's an AI song. I would love to make a video for it, but it takes forever. It takes forever to make those music videos because you got to like time the changes to fit with the music. And also if you want to put like lyrics, I don't have an AI where it can add the lyrics automatically. So yeah. I wrote the lyrics while I was streaming. These shrooms are good. They're grown very well. I believe they're golden teachers. I believe is what they are. If you're familiar with that strain.
He has done a lot of things to me. So no, I don't regret calling him that word. Because any man, I don't care what skin color you are, any person who tries to steal your house and your home is a fucking...
All right.
So I'm gonna be vulnerable here, and that's why I have chat off, because really I don't want to see annoying comments.
That's why you have chat off.
I just don't. Some people don't deserve.
So for those of you who don't remember, Shanny's doing this thing now where she's like, "Oh, my channel is dedicated to raising awareness about like missing children." So now anyone that's attacking her is attacking missing children. And she's virtuous. But it's like, where are your children at, Shanny?
Their word in your presence, you know? It says, avoid the devil and the devil will flee. I believe that. Because the devil's been getting really angry lately. You've been seeing him really kick up his shit lately, and it's really fucking annoying.
It's the devil.
Because it's like you're constantly...
It's a mythical battle between Shanny and Rev and the forces of evil.
In a spiritual battle. And I'm really tired of seeing this particular thing.
This particular thing
being done to so many people on the internet. And it's the strategy these hater channels use on other people. And I haven't been seeing anything other than researching Allie Carter and the thing she's going through.
The Thin.
Because something has to be done to protect the children and find the children and it seems like nobody cares. Instead of actually listening, hey, there's children that are missing. Instead of actually hearing that, instead of that, they go off in all these random fucking dramas. And it messes up the truth. It's like these reaction channels, all they want to do is to distract that there's fucking children missing.
That's it. It's the reaction channels. They just want you to forget about the missing children.
Do you get it? There is children missing.
They're your children. They're missing from your life because they were taken away. Her children are missing from her.
And we need to do something about this, and we need to put some awareness out there or some kind of fucking shit. Because something needs to be done to get these children back, to keep them safe. And not only that, but how about we start thinking about the children in the cobalt mines? And they're slaves.
So, like, Shanny, you're not doing anything for them. You're making videos that cause nothing to happen for them. You're just using them as a shield.
And they put their food in their helmets to dehumanize them.
Okay.
It's disgusting
how
how
are you helping them?
They treat these children in these cobalt mines. And y'all don't...
Your fucking apartment in Colorado was a cobalt mine that your children had to live in.
Don't think about it because y'all got phones. Y'all got computers and shit like that. Y'all use the microchip. And that's where they're getting the cobalt to put in these chips. Is from these mines. Do you get it? Something has to be done. You know, if Elon...
I think she means lithium mine or something, right? I don't know. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Elon Musk really cared about slavery in the world, he would make all those fucking robots to replace the children in Africa and let them have...
Yeah, Elon.
And then give them all money for all the fucking chips he's bought off their bodies and their blood. I think that would be fair, Elon. But no, you get us all trapped in this internet, in this drama.
We're trapped in the internet.
And you never think about what the children are going through. Like this Allie Carter mom, oh my God. That woman is so evil, what she's done to that woman. Allie Carter is such a sweet girl. She just sits in her car and sews for disabled children. So they have.
Okay, you're not this person. I don't know who she is, but like, who are you though, Shanny? Like, I don't know about these other people. You represent yourself.
Dress costumes. And she listens to scripture and gospel music. And you're doing that to a very sweet Christian girl who's been absolutely traumatized out of her mind. And because you saw the mother was a hater, you wanted to get...
I keep thinking she has lipstick on her teeth, but it's just like she has black teeth.
that juicy goo.
Oh yeah, there's like weird reindeer bells.
Wanted to get that fucking money in your fucking selfish
I think that might be her text notification on her phone.
ass pockets. And profit off her suffering. It's disgusting what I'm seeing. It's the same thing that has happened to me and all those little drama channels that want to talk shit about me when all I was having was fucked up moments in my life and me trying to fix it the best I fucking could. And twisting it like I'm some freaking evil person. I'm not evil. Don't believe the stereotype. I'm actually a very nice and kind person. Yeah, I'm rough.
I mean, we've seen otherwise. You have an entire history on the internet, and you're not, it is anything but nice and kind.
Around the edges.
Oh, she's just a little rough around the edges, guys.
There's a reason why.
Why? Oh, because she's a victim. Here it is.
It's because I had to learn how to be assertive and how to voice my mind because I didn't speak until I was 4 because I was so fucking damaged in the head. I have borderline personality disorder. Look it up. Google it. It says it's caused by early childhood trauma. That's between the ages of 3 and 5. I have a lot.
This is a grift, yes.
Of blocks in my memory.
She supports victims by using them as shields. She supports missing children by using them to deflect criticism.
Can't remember my childhood very much. I had to block it all because it's been so fucked up and disturbing.
You
wouldn't fucking believe. But like Allie Carter, what does the internet do? What does the internet do? Oh, they'll believe the mother instead of the child.
I watched a video of her mom yesterday. Her mom's passed away, but she made a video years ago being apologizing to Shanny's ex-husband, who the guy she was with before Rev. And saying that Shanny is insane and evil and all this shit. And I almost feel like she's responding to that right here. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Who's like, help me. This woman is trying to destroy me. And she does. And everyone's congratulating it. Yes, the drama was magnificent. And this is real people's lives. That's some fucked up shit, and that's how your fucked up minds are like. 'Cause you need the drama. Instead of focusing on something that actually matters, and that's helping children have normal fucking lives so they don't get fucked up like us. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. I've been fucked up for a very long time. I've been fucked up.
Now you fucked up.
Because a lot of shit happened and I got zero support from anyone. I had to learn how to rely on myself. When I was born and super controlled and had no idea how to live my life because I was so fucking controlled. So you throw someone who is super controlled out into a society that are wolves and monsters and leave her with nothing and then expect her to be like normal afterwards. I think not. I think not. That's not how life happens. Okay? Those who are traumatized will see the trauma. Simple as that. And those are the real people that I just want to thank you for listening to me. Is the real people that realize that I am real and I'm not full of shit like these people always want to perpetuate. You know, ever heard of protest too much? You've been protesting me.
You've been protesting
5 fucking years. And my story never changed. Yours has, though. You kept moving the goalposts more and more and more because you need that money. You need that drama. You'd rather sell your soul to the devil than to actually be kind to someone. That's some fucked up shit. And your audience, they're all enablers. So I don't want anything to do with enablers. Okay? I value real friends who are there and they're like, dude, you're going a little bit overboard. Chill out. It's okay. I got you. I love you. You know, those are real fucking friends.
I'm not aware of any actual friends that she
The ones
has.
out there that just want to backbite and like show DMs.
I don't know about the showing DMs thing. I don't know anything about showing DMs.
Make someone look bad. Just to make up a narrative. You can just get bent. I don't need people like you in my life. I don't want people like you in my life. I want people who believe in the Creator, who love the Creator, who will die for the Creator.
The Creator.
Who realizes that kindness is the way to go. I want people who are peacemakers in my life. Not
She kind of looks like Gold Dust.
seeds of Satan who walk around acting like they're better than others when they're not. They wish they were.
She used to wear a white thing on her head back in the day. I remember that.
But they're not. You get a little bit of attention and you think you're some fucking hot shit.
Yes.
Why don't you learn the lessons in California? Hollywood has humbled itself.
How? What are you talking about?
Hollywood has humbled itself. Why don't you humble yourself? Because there's celestial beings out in the sky.
Celestial beings.
There's fire raining down from heaven. There's giant hailstones. There's earthquakes in diverse places. Volcanoes are going off. Winter is in the desert, and the desert is...
There are desert areas that have had winter all the time. There's deserts that have even snow. I mean, like, it can be very cold in the desert. The issue is that the desert's usually very dry, so there's not usually snow in the desert unless they have some moisture in the air.
It's becoming green. Do you not see that his coming is about to be here? You need to get your act together. We don't have much longer left. We don't. We just don't have much longer left.
Oh, Jesus is
I
coming.
hear like there's freaking.
I know. Rev is there. I know.
Just ignore it.
Okay, never mind.
You're good. You're good.
It's awful, man.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
That really is. But I'm doing well on my Ozempic.
Are you?
I'm
I forgot
doing
she
well
was
in
on
life. God is blessing me abundantly, and I thank Him for
I forgot she
it.
was on Ozempic. I remember when she got the life alert.
'Cause it's nice to have. Like, I wish people were the way they used to be, you know? Like, I come from an age where they still had block parties.
Uh-huh.
You know? Do you know what a block party is?
Sure,
A block
but what's the
party is
point?
a place where neighbors all come together and they each bring a dish and they eat a
They
meal
each
together.
bring a dish.
It's awesome.
She can never pronounce the letter G. They bring a dish.
You know, I used to like go to communal like
Yeah, she used to go and eat all the food.
pools and stuff when I was little, and like people used to talk to each other. Like you'd just see two women in the grocery store and they're just pulled aside and just talking to each other. People don't do that anymore. Everyone's always in their fucking phone. And
I mean, that's what you're doing.
they're never into each other. It's like we've lost our connection.
What is even the
And
point of this
everyone's
video? It started off with missing children, and now we're into people use their phones too much.
Depressed, and everyone's fucking crabby,
Shanny
and
should have
everyone's
been a wrestler. The way she bullshits on the mic. She could have been Gorilla Sean, the eating towards the championship belt with her manager, Flocko Relevant Gorilla Sean versus Luchador Benpai in a slobber knocker cage match.
That sounds awesome. I think I would have liked to have seen Shanny versus Awesome Kong.
pointing fucking fingers, and everyone's questioning people over what they say, but yet they believe the fucking liars. It's like serious mental illness here, and I'm like a recovering borderline personality disorder. You know, I'm in the high stage of my life. I'm doing really good with my mental health. And I'm just looking at all this shit and seeing everyone losing their fucking mind, and I feel like I'm the only sane one, while at the same time being like, I don't trust myself because so much fucking shit has gone down in my life, and I don't want fucking shit to go down in my life anymore.
I don't want
fucking
shit to go
peace.
down.
I need peace. I really do. I've been tortured so bad.
Aww.
I've been fucked with so bad, and so many tears were shed for people that don't deserve my tears.
Okay. Then don't shed tears. I've never seen you actually. Well, I guess I have seen you cry like when you were getting arrested and shit
And I'm
like that.
seeing Allie starting to go through the same fucking
A lot of times it's crocodile tears, but when you were getting arrested, you actually cried.
thing, and it
That was
makes
real.
me absolutely furious. Like, I just want to go and just... Ooh, like, Jag, what the fuck was that turn? How much
She got beer boarded.
did they pay you? And the same with the music recording now.
Her mom used to beer board her, according to her.
You turned on that girl so fast.
Oh yeah, yes.
Ain't that something? You agree with
They're right back.
with your
They're in true
supposed
form.
enemies. Interesting. Ain't that some Hegelian dialect shit?
She claims she was waterboarded, but with beer as a kid.
Right there. That I
Right
just
there.
witnessed with
I
my
was
own
witnessing
fucking
it,
eyes.
yeah.
I mean, guys, this is what they're doing in black culture right now.
Whoa. Oh, you're going there?
They're paying people to rip other black people up and destroy their lives purposely. It's absolutely insane and disgusting. And
Absolutely insane and disgusting.
whoever is funding this shit, oh my God, you need to fucking stop. It's bullshit, and God's gonna take you down, whoever it is. Because you're hurting a lot of people.
You're hurting
and
them.
And that's not fair.
Hurting them.
That ain't right. Do good. Do good. Why do you have to cause and stir shit up? What the fuck was that? We were focused on the children. Children are beginning to get found. And all this fucking shit stirred up with Allie. And it tore everyone apart. And now everyone's against each other, fighting against each other. All these black celebrities are getting involved. And these poor,
Is she talking about like the Diddy parties and shit?
African American people are being forced to take fucking sides, and it's just this is not godly. This is not godly behavior at all. You need to stop. You all say you believe in Yeshua. Stop it. Holy shit. I've never seen such fucked up shit ever. This is a girl who's been sex trafficked.
Yeah, she can't say trafficked. She says trafficked. Sex trafficked.
And they're all rising up against her, saying she's lying about being sex trafficked. And this is conveniently. Conveniently, this is right after all them son of a bitches went to Hollywood.
Sex trafficked.
So who funded them to turn against Allie? I believe Allie.
If you can't say trafficked, then it didn't happen to you.
Because it's the least of these that are the greatest. Because they're the honest ones. So you can go put yourself all high and mighty above all else. But God is going to make you the lowest ones. And you're going to feel exactly how we feel. Shame on you all for doing that to that poor girl. Shame on you all. She's traumatized beyond belief, and that you want to...
She's trying to make herself in the place of this victim that she's talking about, to make her seem like the victim, to deflect any criticism towards her. It's very strange. I'd like to hear a psychologist analyze this.
Traumatize her more and stir up a crowd to do it even worse to her? When she survives so fucking much? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
My heart is broken. I was like, I can't look at Jag no more. She's just disgusting to me, man. She's fucking Judas.
I don't know who she's talking about there. Is it one of her orbiters or something that
You can't
betrayed her?
like we as believers cannot backbite each other like that.
I see. It was somebody that was like that came out against her.
That is not the way to conduct ourselves. And Lord Jesus Christ rebuke you. I feel like Paul and I'm preaching to the fucking church.
She's the Apostle Paul.
Because they don't fucking get it in their fucking head.
They didn't get it. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Jesus is called the King of Peace. Where is your peace?
Where's your peace?
Where is your peace?
Where's your peace?
My peace? I have my peace now. I found my peace. I love my peace. I cherish my peace.
Your peace?
But a lot of you don't have any peace. You constantly are trying to antagonize people and lie about people and speculate on people. And you twist their words. You pull people out from their private lives and you just completely exploit them. It's so fucking gross.
Okay.
No one should be treated that way. That is evil.
Tell us how you really feel, Shanny.
That is evil. And you all call yourselves Christians.
She's doing the like, well, you're not a real Christian because you don't like me. You have to like me and be nice to me, or otherwise you're not a real Christian.
Jesus is going to spit you out of his mouth.
Okay.
Know this. I ain't saying this because I hate you. I'm saying this because I'm warning you.
Warning you, don't be mean to Shanny or you're going to hell.
Because God keeps his promises.
See?
He keeps his promises. And he said it would happen. For people with arrogant, judgmental, unfair attitudes. Do you really want to dishonor Jesus on the day of resurrection and be rejected by Christ?
So not only, if you're mean to Shanny, not only do you not care about missing trafficked children, but you also are pissing off Jesus and you're going to hell.
Really want that? You say you're Christians. Do you want to be rejected because of that? Because he will reject you for that. He will. I promise you, he will. And I can only warn you so many times.
Yeah.
Before it happens, and then, I told you so. That doesn't have to happen. You can repent from your evil deeds.
And she means being
That
mean
doesn't
to Shanny.
have to happen.
When she says evil deeds, she means trolling her.
These fires are only going to get worse if you don't repent.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
And let's not.
God is smiting Hollywood, all the evil in Hollywood, because and that's why the fires are happening.
The earthquake that's about to happen off California. And
oh wow, she's predicting an earthquake will happen in California. It's like, yeah, those happen from time to time. Like
the big earthquake that's going to happen in Ethiopia.
In Ethiopia.
Let's not forget that. Do you know what Ethiopia is? The Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia. I hope you know that.
How do you know that?
Do you know that?
Why doesn't someone go get it then?
The building is going to fall.
Wasn't the Ark of the Covenant like super powerful in the Bible? Didn't it help the
And it's
Israelites
gonna shine
win
through.
wars and shit?
And everyone's going to see it.
Why is it in
Because
Ethiopia?
when that
Is that
Church?
some like Rasta stuff where like Ethiopia, like one of the tribes of Israel ran away to Ethiopia, and that's kind of where Rastafarianism comes from. There was a king of Ethiopia that was like, it was believed that he was almost like a divine being.
Breaks open, that's when you're going to see Jesus coming from the sign in heaven. That's his sign. Because you invaded his house, his precious house, built on the faith
Divine
of
being.
Moses' seed. Simple as that. You have anything you want to say?
No.
No, Shanny, you're right about everything. I'm so glad we totally got back together after we actually really broke up.
You're good.
All right. Well, peace and Maranatha.
I'll say that I love you.
I love you, Shanny.
I'll say that. That's what I got.
All right. Peace and Maranatha, guys. Repent, for the kingdom of God is near.
All right. Okay. That's what we got. That's what we got. Please like the stream. She looks kind of scary here. She should be working at Spirit of Halloween stores or something. She had no point. She was all over the place. She started with one thing. It was everywhere. Holy macaroni. So yeah, everybody. Torrid? Isn't that like the plus size women's clothing store? Pretty sure that's what that is. Because I walked by it and I noticed like the models, you know, like you walk by the store and there's like model, like like pictures of models wearing the clothing and they're always like bigger. So I was like, oh, that's probably a plus size women's clothing store. Yeah. She work at Disneyland playing Ursula. She is kind of, yeah, she's there. She's got the voice already. I already covered Hogan getting booed on one of my streams. So you can watch me react to it a little, like a few episodes back. It should be in the title somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not surprised. He has a bad reputation. So I'm not surprised he got booed. Would I boo Hogan? I'd probably turn back into a 9-year-old. And I wasn't the biggest Hogan fan. I liked other wrestlers better at the time, but I saw him wrestle live and it was pretty insane. Like I saw him wrestle when I was 9 years old and he was such a huge star. Like the crowd went crazy for him. That's why it's crazy. That's why it's weird to see him get booed now because he was so he was so insanely popular. Mark out, brother. Yeah. Yeah, you know, he was such a huge celebrity when I was a kid. I did kind of meet him, but it was at a convention and he was getting paid to endorse these vitamins. At the Arnold Classic, Arnold Schwarzenegger does this big sports convention where there's like they have all these competitions, like all these different events, including bodybuilding and all sorts of stuff. And they have pro wrestling there now too because Triple H and Arnold work together, so they'd bring like wrestlers in for the Arnold Classic. And then there's a huge showroom floor where they're selling all kinds of like fitness related stuff, like vitamins and attire and workout equipment and all that kind of shit. And Hogan was there at one of the tables getting paid to endorse these vitamins. And I like waved out. I was like, hey, Hulk. And he like waved back, and Jimmy Hart was there with his megaphone and everything. So it was right before the whole video came out of him saying the N-word a bunch of times. It was right before it, like a few months before it. So that's how long ago it was. Yeah, Arnold is really big in Columbus. They have a big bronze statue of Arnold Schwarzenegger in downtown Columbus, outside of the convention center, because that's the big event, the big annual event. Yeah. They used to call it the Arnold Classic. Now it looks like they just call it the Arnold Sports Festival. Oh, shit. When does it? Yeah, it happens in February. Weightlifting, bodybuilding. So they have bodybuilding, strongman, strength, combat. So different combat sports, boxing. So they have boxing, traditional martial arts, grappling. They do like they have a martial arts festival. Moss wrestling. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's this. It's when they fight over a stick. Like they put their feet up on a board and they pull this stick and they try to get it out of the other guy's hands. It's crazy. They have gaming too. Looks like they have foosball. Look at Arnold's playing. Is he playing foosball there? Yeah, all the bodybuilding shit. Arm wrestling. All types of weightlifting and shit. Cheerleading and dance, so they even have that kind of shit. It's mostly bodybuilding, though. Angel Fashion Show, whatever that is. Huh, I wonder if WWE doesn't come there anymore. I went there one year and they had it all there. It was pretty cool. They might not have a partnership anymore. Sup, King Beard? Huh, I don't think I'm going to get 500 in donos. That would be cool, but I don't think that's happening tonight. Plus, I'm probably going to wrap it up in a few here. But that would be cool to have you on again soon. You could just let me know. Yeah. Yeah, I probably am going to wrap it up here, and I'll be back again soon. So, you guys have a good night. See you next time.